Come on over. These elves won't loot themselves. Don't worry. I didn't kill them all. Plenty more up in the ruins if you're interested in lending a hand. Seems these sea vipers want the sphere for themselves. We use the Sphere of Storms to control the weather and defend our shores. Crushed a few of the sea vipers' ships before they managed to land. Now we're waiting on reinforcements. Hope they get here in time to do some good. Dead or hiding, doesn't matter. I need to stop the sea vipers from breaching the ruins until the Thalmor reinforcements arrive. They have a sky key in their camp. It'll let them walk right into the ruins, unless you get it first. Interested? Search the tents around the ruins. Let's meet at the ruins entry, straight back from the stone steps. It's an Ayleid ruin. The Storm Wardens use it as a sanctuary for the Sphere of Storms. Might I say this isn't the best time to be chatting away. The Sea Vipers aren't going to wait on us before getting to the Sphere. They're Bosmer who've sworn to protect the Sphere. Some say they learned how to use the Sphere from the Ayleids themselves. They use the Sphere to defend the coast, tend the forest, stuff like that. Sort of like monks who control lightning. Me? I'm just a soldier. I keep the area secure for the Storm Wardens, usually. I left for a bit and came back to see the Sea Vipers tramping over the ruins. Been a while since I've had some exercise. I arranged my warmest welcome for our invaders. Some magic Ayleid device. The entire ruin was built around focusing its power. Does a good number with controlling the weather in the right hands. The Storm Wardens use it and protect the Sphere, and have for centuries.
I won't take this lying down.
Magdi was once a great cinch tamer, but now I have no cinch. There is nothing left.
Those Regatta brigands think they can take anything they want? Huh, well, we'll show them how wrong they are. As soon as Magdi finds her spine again. Gods, I wish she wasn't the only one left. Just your run-of-the-mill pirate infestation. The Steel Shrikes, they call themselves. We made landfall for our show, and they attacked. Can you believe it? And now most of my boys are missing. Those Shrikes don't eat elves, do they? Heard him screaming near the forge. Think it was the monkey, but could have been the bearded lady. Look, if you're heading in, we could use help. I'd hate to have to leave all my performers behind. Have you dealt with the Steel Shrikes before? They're a nasty bunch of Redguards from Covenant lands. All about war, conquest, and glory, and the rest of that rubbish. A complete nuisance on a good day. But today's looking worse and worse. You're looking at the Dancing Scrib, greatest acting troupe this side of Elsewhere. At least we were, until we got a bit broken up. Oh, you'll just have to help us to find out, won't you?
You're not another one of those ruffians, are you? Don't you dare lay a hand on me, or you'll get a good wallop!
You're no Steel Shrike. At least you don't look it. Did you get caught in their raid too?
Looks like everyone's mostly in one piece. Only one we're missing is Sal, of course. I bet he's hiding in one of those buildings. We've got to move before the Shrikes regroup and attack. Maybe we'll go with Venando's plan after all. Sal's a master escapist, with the proper theater. What's more theatrical than a little smoke and flame? Venando wants to smoke out any Shrikes barricade in these buildings. Maybe he just wants to set the whole place ablaze. Either works. No, but it's all I've got right now. And I think you can manage Venando's enthusiasm. Take this oil. You'll need it to make the smoke. If Sal's nearby, he'll know we've come for him and he can make a dramatic entrance. Then the dancing scrib performers sail into the sunset aboard our ship. It wouldn't be the first time we've had to take an unscheduled bow. Come see us off at the docks after you burn down the town. Watch that torch! I don't want to see our friend here with any new burn marks. You hear me, Venando?
I'll cut you down where you stand. What's the meaning of this, Kirk?
I love setting things on fire. Sal? Where are you?
We are under attack!
If the others were unharmed, maybe there is hope for my sweet Zainari.
I don't know why we're still here. Elendora's the boss, so we wait on her orders. I could use a strong drink right about now.
Doesn't look like we'll be using our old ship. Those brigands founded her. I hope you cut a few of those shrikes down while you were looking for Sal. Lucky for him, we know where Salgair is now. Seems all that smoke got his attention, and he started screaming his head off. What's less clear is how to reach him. Take a look across the water. Salgair's up on that outcropping, about a stone's throw from here. Problem is, the whole place is crawling with steel shrikes. You're the only one who stands a chance of getting him out of there.
Ifray, Zen, Oriel, I beg for mercy, I repent. You're not one of those steel shrikes, are you? Can you understand me? Oh, sweet Ella, I knew she wouldn't forget about me. Get me out of these binds, quickly. If I know her, she'll be halfway to the next village before I catch up. What? That shit was our home. All of our props and supplies are in the shrike's hands now. It'll be tough going for a while, no doubt about that. I suppose the shrikes thought it funny to truss up a master of escape. Seems I'll have to practice with the rope a bit more. We can't just let them get away with this. Luckily for everyone, I have a plan. Getting us back on the road, of course. A performer always lands on his feet. Well, usually. First act will require our cinch. I saw those ruffians tormenting the poor thing on the beach. If you free him, I'm almost positive he won't maul you. Well, he's been tied up a while. I'm sure you'll be fine. Mostly. We'll show those brigands what it means to toy with a dancing scrib. Their ship will soon be ours.
Not a moment too soon.
Circle around!
Snehild's charms claim another fool. I don't know how she does it. Well, now that you're here, we can get on to the next part of Sal's plan. Simple. You get into the Shrike camp and find the key to their ship's hold. I've even got a volunteer to give you a disguise. Meet us at the edge of the dock. Sal's got another harebrained plan to sneak us all aboard. Don't forget your disguise. Get what you need from this one and find that key. Look for the captain's tent, the biggest one in there.
No man can resist my charms. It's good to know I've still got it.
Where have you gone, bastard of Seth? You can't hide forever.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Saul said you found Zynar 3. I hope he comes back soon.
Well, we've had a bit of luck. Cumberland was sniffing around and found some of our props. If we can get the rest back, we won't have to skip our next show. Seems the Shrikes shoved them into random crates in the warehouse. Cumberland can sniff them all out. You've met him. He's our monkey. Easy. Give him a cue and he'll do the rest. Just let him take the lead. We'll hide ourselves on the ship and leave the hold unlocked for you. You both meet us aboard later. This'll be easier than I thought.
and tranquility.
Pirates know something's up. Won't be long before they start looking for us. I think the captain's on the other side of the ship. If we can take her out, the rest will probably give up. I hope. I've got them all tucked away, waiting for my signal. You got those supplies from the warehouse, right? I think I can use them right about now. Excellent. All right, this'll do wonderfully. You go on ahead, and I'll see if I can get our Zynot Ree to show his face.
To play!
Zynot Ree didn't like how the Regada treated him, but at least he's in one piece. Thank you for saving him. I don't know what I'd do without him.
Don't get yourself killed now.
We'll open up the portals from here and let the rest jump ship. No use keeping extra passengers. Quite a ride we've had. I thank our stars that you came along to help. We've got some preparations to make. Maybe we'll toss a few barrels of kindle pitch into the camp before we set off. A parting gift of sorts. I'm sure we'll run into each other again. Maybe even when we have a show to perform. I heard South Point's been quiet lately. Maybe we'll drop in and liven things up a bit. Next show's free for you, though. We'll remember your face, don't worry.
Burn it! over here. Behind the roots and corpses. Lucky shot from one of those sea vipers. Looks like I'll have to postpone those dancing lessons. Did you find the sky key? At least someone else has had some luck. Take the key inside and find the storm wardens. With this last sky key in their possession, they'll be as safe as torch bugs in amber. I can't be sure, but I suspect Fierce is behind this. He was a storm warden, but left in a huff about a week ago. I think he was upset about how the others were using the sphere. Rather, how they weren't using it. Ah, this little gut wound. I've had worse. Once an enraged Horvor. But really, this isn't the time for stories. We'll swap adventures when you come back, eh? Sea vipers. So get ready for some action. The storm wardens probably sealed themselves off by now. It's going to be a real puzzle to get in there. It's the first line of defense for the storm wardens. Look for the constellation tiles. Activate the tower, shadow, lover, and thief tiles in that order. If you forget, I'm sure you can figure it out by looking around the ruins.
I am familiar with it.
We've held the Sea Vipers back so far, and we'll carpet the floor in dead Maomar before we let them pass. If you wish to help us protect the sphere, speak to Kernion. I'd welcome another sword to the cause. My apologies, stranger, but make sure to stay out of the line of fire. I can't let Danir and Tamriel get too far ahead of me in their count before we run out of invaders to kill.
You don't look like one of those tree-cutter sea vipers. I'll assume that means you can be trusted. Is Mariel safe? Is help coming? At last, some good news. Zen willing, Fierce will pay for his treachery. But we have more pressing concerns at the moment. The enemy is at our gate, and knocking most vigorously. Once we called him Storm Warden. Now he's nothing more than a petulant child. He demanded we use the sphere for selfish purposes. He even spoke of turning against the Thalmor. We refused and cast him out. But before he gave away his sky key. The sphere is waning. If it isn't recharged soon, our defenses will fall. We have a source of power available in the Storm Atronachs. Their thunderstones should be enough to maintain the sphere. We'll be in your debt if you could obtain some. Through the door and down the hall. They gather throughout the ruins when the sphere is active. Once you have the thunderstones, look for 2 receptacles in the Great Hall. That's where we drain power into the Sphere of Storms. Run. We'll use the extra power to seal these ruins completely. If you don't get out quickly, you'll be stuck with us until the invasion is over. Tell Mariel we'll send for her when the doors reopen.
Another fool going to an early grave.
You dare address me, insolent dog?
Those who call themselves Storm Wardens are hardly fit for the title. They can barely control the storms, much less dispatch intruders from our sacred grounds. Such an impertinent question. I suppose there's nothing for it. I am Master of Elias, and once the Storm Wardens. Without me, this place is a shadow of its former glory. Invaders would have never crossed this threshold under my command. Help? If you're lucky, I won't kill them myself. They've severely taxed the sphere so much, I was forced to wake. And now I am forced to defend what they cannot. You dare raise your voice, slave? But you speak the truth. That is how history will remember me if I do nothing. I can't lend my sword, but I'll shield you from others who've awoken. May the storm see you unbroken.
For a savage, you show promise. Just a bit, mind you. Perhaps one more act will earn you my respect. The traitor Pyrrhus, he must die. I will not suffer betrayal in my order. Insubordination deserves death. Letting the enemy into our fortress has called the fury of the storm.
I take orders from the sea, but I'll die with the rest of the storm.
Seems you're worth something after all. Perhaps once the wards are unsealed, they'll consider you a Storm Warden recruit. Why the ones your fellows are sealing, now that the sphere has sufficient power? Pyrrhus is dead, so they can close all escapes without worry. You, on the other hand, should worry about your own escape. If you go up the stairs, an army awaits. Dangerous. But it'd be entertaining to see you fight your way through the sea vipers. There's another way, if you're interested. Only for a friend of the Storm Wardens. There's a hidden sally port beneath a stone table just around the corner. Give it a good shove, and you'll find yourself outside the lower level. It's the last exit to seal, but don't dally, or let those Marmor cretins see you.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Back already? How are the other Storm Wardens? I can hardly wait to give those sea vipers a good thrashing. Well, they'll be stuck in there for Ifra knows how long. At least the sphere's safe from the sea vipers. The Storm Wardens won't forget your help. May the storm travel before you, as they say.
Where'd they put that blasted shield? What truly makes a Nord, I ask you? Well, his weapon for one. His drinking prowess, certainly. But his shield, that's his true companion. Blast it all. Where's that thrice-cursed shield of mine? That's my shield, all right. You must be one of those Ragada who jumped me. Now, you don't have your buddies to back you up. Prepare for a pummeling. Not Ragada. Ha! That's exactly what a Ragada would say. I'll leave your broken body as a warning to the rest of your friends. They will fear the name of Fuldir. I suppose those Ragada wouldn't dare approach me after what they've done. Especially to return my shield. Give it here, then. Ragada or not, I owe you a debt for returning my shield. Don't think I'd be able to show my face in Windhelm without it. I've been in this tiny village long enough. It's about time I get back out there and knock in a few heads.